Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So it's certainly a later turn than it normally would be. I was hoping that we'd get the turn a little bit earlier today, but as it turns out, no. I still haven't got the Twitch chat sorted out. I'd forgotten to sort that actually, but we'll get that sorted at some point. So welcome, we'll get right into this. Yes, indeed, the Admiral Dadvant game. Hello there, Gamer. When you're about to go to sleep and you see the stream pop now. Well, that's it. Hey, G, good to have you, my man. No, I'm glad to finally be able to do it. I'm so happy to hear that, G. So happy to hear. It does not mean you don't have to watch. It means you have to watch more now to celebrate. Hey, Doom, good to have you. But no, I'm glad to hear. Glad to hear. Prawns are underrated. I wonder what he means by that one. Sometimes I wonder if he's just talking about his day. It's quite funny actually. He said on the last turn, Rome wasn't built in a day. I said, well, Prome, P-R-O-M-E, was destroyed in a day, however. As we'll be attacking Prome today. I'd imagine we'll take that. But we do have our bombardment. Oh, we capture Bastian then. So that's good news then, because obviously he's moved his AV out there. That's quite handy. Let's see. We do have our bombardment aboard Moresby today, due. Assuming everything goes according to plan. We'll see. Right, moving out. Silversides. Oh yes, this is the one I'm hunting down. I do have this ASW force. It's made up of actual 3 ASW forces. So there's 2 ASW task forces that are following this one here, so it'll react and it'll essentially, like, flood the area. Well, that's it. Yep, here you go. So you can see that's actually working fairly well. So we do have 3 task forces that essentially ride in this area that will attempt to engage here, essentially. That's what I like. Okay. Seawolf. Oh, fuck me, don't be the LSD. I think that's where the LSD is. I'd better get the hell out of her. Ha 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 ha. Oh, don't hit the LSD. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. He didn't. That would have hurt. That would have been a real pain in the ass. Kit Army temporary flotation damage is not great. Okay. So, we've moved through the point of danger, I think. At least in the night phase, yes, we moved to the day. Okay. I am having to be quiet here, but I'm also quite quiet because I'm feeling the anxiety. We do encounter a force over here, it seems. Allied task force attempts to get underway. Oh, okay, so we do find a allied AP here. You can see it's been hit a few times by bombs. But that's nice to see. We're maneuvering here. Hey, you doing, Connor? We've only just begun here. Yeah, so the AP got hit by a 400mm shell. The only issue is they're going to use ammunition on this, but okay. I think she's dead. Yeah, I think she was dead there. Oh! 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 Oh, hello! Oh! That's worth the shells. Nice. Nice. I'm gonna keep saying that, but nice. Oh. Indeed. I do not think he was expecting that. It's looking good so far. We're still seeing the Jake's holding position, which is intriguing. I mean, I was a little bit worried when I saw, like, allied ships, but the AP there. Let's see what we see in the daytime. We are attacking Bataan here today as well, so I think Bataan will fall. I'd like it to fall. If it does fall, it does mean that we have a lot of air power I can redeploy. And I'd like to have the Key 43s potentially moved to China, but they're not required as such. Not immediately. A little bit of damage here, but not bad results there. Looks like yeah, partial cloud today. Okay. He's bombing here, but that's fine. I don't think he's actually aware of the tanks over here. The tanks, I think, will be here today. SB3, so he's going to hit the divisions. I think what he's doing here is essentially a mix of reconnaissance and obviously slowing our forces. Yeah, well that's it, isn't it? How you doing there, Shiva? We did sink an AP that had about 700 troops aboard, it seems, which was quite nice. You would not want to be on board that AP and you see like a 400mm shell crash through the deck. Bomb reconnaissance. I'm going to trademark that. Bomb reconnaissance. Bomb reconnaissance. Bomb reconnaissance, yeah, there's only one way you can say that. I think daylight bombardments come after the air phase, I can't recall. I think they do. Right, we are seeing quite a few ships out there in the Bay of Bengal, which is interesting. He's not really moved his subs that much, has he? That's intriguing. It works well. Works well. Coco's Island. Okay, we do see some actual ships attempting to leave Surabaya. Yeah, there we go. I do have subs out there. I do have a heavy cruiser that could be sent there to intercept them. Yes, reconnaissance by fire indeed. Okay. Ah, there we go. We do have the Key 21s here. That's good. That was actually really fairly damn effective. Holy moly. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. I do slows them down just a little bit. Gives us a little bit more time to get there. I do have a brigade march himself to intercept them. Yeah, American troops for sale. Okay. So, swordfish over here. At least I hope the bombardment comes. I always forget about it. I think it does come. Yes, there we go. Thank God for that. So we do have the battleship Hyuga. Now, their minimum range is 23,000 yards. The reason for that was to maintain their secondary gun ammunition. It looks like it wasn't required in the light of day. But we'll see. So we see the live battalion here, which is not too surprising. I think that starts here. So we do have Yamashiro opening fire with her 36cm guns. We have two Nagato classes, two Fuso classes, and a Issei class here today. We have Fuso with her 36cm guns. The two Nagatos, though, I mean, their 400mm guns really do a big job. I mean, that's a Nagato. There is a big guns. Big guns indeed. We should have a fairly effective bombardment. Who knows how effective? And we do have Furutaka. Yep, just as you said there, Gary. Furutaka. Oh, sorry. Furutaka? Yes, and Ashigara. Ashigara. There we go, with the 200mm guns. I do prefer the centimeters. It is actually far easier to say, but millimeters does sound awesome. Oh, wow. That's actually quite nice. Wow. Wow, look at that. We have the... wow. He didn't pull out. He didn't pull out. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, we don't know how effective this is as of yet, but that is 8 Catalinas there. Damage on the ground, at least. 1 destroyed on the ground there. We see 11 A24 Banshees damage. We see 11 PPY 5 Catalinas. 5A. I didn't even know there was a 5A. We see PPY 5, 11 damaged. 2 S23 Empires damaged. 1 S23 Empire destroyed. Now, we inflict a further 226 casualties on the Allied forces here. 1 destroyed, 8 disabled, 18 destroyed, 45 disabled. 2 engineers destroyed, 1 disabled, 2 vehicles, 1 destroyed, 1 disabled. We have 6 airbase hits, 7 airbase supply hits, 32 runway hits, 12 port hits, 3 port supply hits there. Not too sure, but that's been good there. We do have our sporters here. That's looking pretty good. It hasn't done as much damage to the airbase as I was hoping for, but it's looking pretty good there. We do have the capability to bombard with the secondary guns tomorrow if we wish to. Nagata Mutsu with 16 inches, Fuso Yamashiro Hyuga with 14 inches, Furutaka with 8 inches, and Ashigara. Yeah. I mean, we had 3 out of... well, we had 3 free detection on the ships yesterday. So... I don't know, maybe he thought it was something else. But we've had a good turn. Like, I wish it was a little bit earlier in the day so I could actually celebrate it a bit more, but that's a good turn. So we do have battles here. Let's see, is it Bataan first? No, we do have Baku once again. Yeah, he begins at 17th Division there, begins at 0 AV. Okay. He may crack today. How you doing there? Just good to have you, my friend. 8 inches is still pretty big. Oh, gee, you were funnier when you had Corona. Oh, dear. There we go. Good day, man. Good day so far. I do feel a lot better, so 42094. And they surrender. The 17th Indian Division has surrendered here today. We have 107 casualties here. 6,628. 286 squads destroyed, 346 non-combatants destroyed, 52 engineers destroyed, 80 guns destroyed, 7 vehicles destroyed, and with it the 17th Division is destroyed. And that's not a unit he can really afford to lose lightly. That it doesn't have that many divisions, so for that division to be wiped out, 107 to 1 odds. He had 63 AV there. That's a good day. That's a good day. That allows our divisions now to march into the interior unheeded. That is a good day. Yep. So we're attacking over here with the 40th and the 1st Independent Mixed Brigade. He is moving these men. It looks like he might move them in combat mode. He tends to do that. 1 to 2 odds is not great. He's moving them. That's the only problem. I was hoping we might have got better odds. Yeah, he was in combat mode. So we have 1 destroyed, 3 disabled, 3 disabled, 4 disabled. We inflict 457. It's okay. I mean, obviously he has the low supply. Obviously we still have the terrain and leaders to deal with. I will move a division down this way. Right, I am attacking over here with the 59th Infantry Brigade against the 83rd Chinese Corps. I think they're in ×3, I can't recall, but yeah, they're going to get the hell kicked out of them. That's good. Yep, they get kicked out. Minus supplies, good to see here. So 90 casualties on our end, 272 on his end, but I can chase that unit down. Oh, it's actually retreated over this way. Okay. I would have preferred it to go that way, but it makes sense he's going towards Yunnan. And here we go, we do have the Battle Bataan. So, we see the 192nd Tank Battalion, 194th Tank Battalion, 4th Marine Regiment. We see there the 4th Filipino Constabulary Regiment, the 2nd Filipino Constabulary HW Regiment. A little bit of AV at the Manila Base Force, but if it doesn't fall today, it's certainly going to fall very, very quickly. I would be fairly surprised if it doesn't fall today, to be honest. We are attacking here with the 38th Division, the 48th Division, the 2nd Division, the 2nd Tank Regiment. We have a bunch of artillery, we have HQ support from the Army Headquarters and from the Command Headquarters. Yeah, as G says there, wiping out Marine Regiment is worthwhile. I do have the RF and gun battalions in here, and I don't know if they actually do fight. I mean, they're in the battle, so surely they'll do something perhaps. But I doubt that. They're kind of weird like that. Yeah, we'll be heading to Mindanao shortly, really. I don't think we've attacked as of yet, just bombardments. He's either going to fall today or very, very soon. I hope he does fall today because it'd be nice to have that done quickly. It'd be very nice to have it done quickly, but it's a lot of AV. I mean, he's got like, what? Maybe 200 or so AV. We've got over 1,000. I would have preferred the odds to have been higher, but that's still good. If he doesn't fall today, he'll surely fall very quickly. Yeah. I'm just hoping that the actual headquarters clinch it for us. So we have 2nd Tank Regiment attacking the 4th Marine Regiment there. 192nd, 194th taking some damage there. 38th attacking. 4th Marine Regiment's AV is gone there. I mean, the Filipino troops may collapse, but who knows. Attacking, yeah, looks like they're going for the Filipinos. 2nd Division attacking. 4th Filipino Constabulary taking damage. 2nd Filipino taking damage. Right. I don't know. He could fall today. I'd like him to fall today. But I think the end is essentially here, really. If he doesn't fall today, it is going to be very, very soon. My winning in the Philippines is him shipping off assets and us not catching them. Well, I do have ships that are nearby. We're running pretty consistent naval search. It's just trying to be able to get to them. But we'll see. I don't know. It's a lot of AV. I'm kind of hoping that we do manage it, but it depends on how high his fortifications are. I don't know, really. I'd like to think that we will get it, but we'll see. I'm crossing my fingers right now. But either way, the 4th Marine Regiment has got it today. I would have liked to reduce the Filipino constabularies, but yeah. Okay. The history of the constabulary is quite intriguing, actually. There's a good book I started reading, and I do need to actually purchase it to continue reading it. But Guardians of Empire, it's really quite intriguing. It's about the American Army in the Philippines and in Hawaii. 1292 to 101. Banzai. There we go. Bataan falls on the first attack. The 192nd. Yep, there we go. Banzai. He's not going to like that. So we had the 17th Division surrender here today. We had Bataan surrender here today. And with that, all that remains to us in Luzon is Lucena. Yep, 1305 to 292 there. Fort level 2, yeah, wow. Interestingly, ops mode is a minus, wow. Trains, fort, ops, leads, disruption. We had no minuses, we had no pluses, but we had no minuses. We suffer 806 casualties here, 4 destroyed, 67 disabled, 2 destroyed, 5 disabled, 2 disabled, that's good. 1 gun destroyed, 8 disabled, 3 vehicles destroyed, 6 disabled. Yeah, look at that, 7,857 men here. And you take a look at the amount of men that attacked. So we attacked with 43,000 men. 622 guns, 455 vehicles. Yeah, he was completely overwhelmed there. But he still had a good amount of stuff. 191 squads destroyed, 737 non-combatants destroyed, 102 engineers destroyed, 277 guns destroyed, 204 vehicles destroyed, 11 units destroyed. Yeah, it's looking pretty good so far. We do have the attack at Prom coming now. He's actually got a decent bit of AV here. He's got the few... He's actually got more than I would have actually anticipated. That's intriguing. But that's not bad. We are attacking in clear terrain. We are attacking with 2 divisions and 2 tank regiments. The RTA is not attacking here today. It's more than I expected, actually. It is more than I expected, but we should deal some good damage. But actually with him having more AV than expected, he may actually stand in the hex longer, which means we get to attack again. And we have 2 divisions that are actually freed up for combat now, which is excellent news. Yeah, well, this is it. I mean, 3 armored units should actually do quite well. We'll see. He's got a decent bit of AV, though. More than I expected, but yeah, we'll look at that. Railway, BAF, 12, down to 0 fortification, 748, 83. Yep, he's kicked the hell out of Prome. Banzai. The 18th and the 33rd Division have achieved victory here today. The capturers, the conquerors, I should say, of Rangoon. That's gonna hurt. Those are some big odds in our favour too. But this is it, we'll be able to chase him now and really make him hurt. Indeed, Tanaheka Banzai. Right, yeah, wow. 1040 AV there, 629 there. He had a decent amount of AV there. 748 there adjusted. We had a bloody good roll. 9-1 odds there. Bloody hell. Ah, we destroyed some aircraft here. A Hudson is destroyed, a Blenheim's destroyed. We suffer a measly 1,452 casualties. I don't know why he's doing these things to Vulcan. I tried to work it out, I do not know why. 2 squads destroyed, 125 disabled, 10 disabled, 9 disabled, 14 vehicles lost, 1 destroyed, 13 disabled. He loses 6,511 casualties, 204 squads destroyed, 165 disabled, 264 non-combatants destroyed, 43 disabled, 61 engineers destroyed, 1 disabled, 27 guns destroyed, 8 disabled, 103 vehicles destroyed, 6 disabled, and they retreat. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, no kidding, man. 0 AV here. I'd like it if they surrendered too, but no. He's in ops mode, but I'll keep attacking there. Looks like no losses inflicted here, surprisingly. Attacking this bloody unit again. Good day so far. No, not gonna surrender? Not gonna take any damage either? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like Vulcan says, he was in clear terrain there. Now it's not good. I mean, we'll chase him into the ×3, and we get Port Blair to level 4 airfield today. He's taken a pound in here today. I didn't expect that we'd have unmitigated success, but we've had unmitigated success. There's only one way to put that. That was a bad day for him. That's a good day VP-wise for us. Holy moly, that's a good day VP-wise. I mean, allied units are worth quite a lot more than Chinese units. So for him to lose a good few hundred squads today is not good. Not good at all. Yeah, I mean, that's it. I think once we got to Mulmian, and once we crossed there, kicked him out, and then got to Bigu, and then he didn't counterattack, I think that was essentially it then. We could count up how many squads we destroyed, but I might have to do that as like a after action sort of thing and post it on the Discord. And it's a little bit late now, so I can't be asked doing maths, but I'm sure somebody will do the maths. Somebody do the maths, please. Are you going to a B-Day party? Nice. Have a fun one, my man. Rest that stomach though, dude. Have fun. So we see his units over here then. So I don't have reconnaissance over Ramri Island right now, which is odd. I've got the turn from THG, but I'll be doing that soon enough. So seeing interesting. Apparently 2 CVs there is rather intriguing. DDCL. AP's over here. He's definitely activated the Royal Navy out here, which is intriguing. Allied Army points, God, I can't speak. Allied Army lost points went from 7,243. Wow. Yesterday was 6,597. Yeah, so we gained 646 VP from Allied losses today. Jesus, that's a lot of VP from men being lost. That's a whole lot of men. Oh, there we go. We got the base at Taongi. And we'll take that tomorrow then. I shall be quite happy to take that off his hands. He has been so gracious to allow us in here. He still got his men there. Yep, let's take a look at the divisions. So it looks like 33rd took the disabled there. But I mean, you take a look at those TOEs, 92, 95, 89, 96. That's not bad at all. Obviously, the 7th RTA didn't actually fight. Fatigue's not bad, disruption's not bad. They had a good day. The really good thing as well is because obviously we'll be crossing a river here, is I could potentially... I'd like to try and bomb those units. If I could bomb them and slow them down, that'd be nice. It does make me wonder, is it worthwhile resting to get the fatigue off? Maybe rest a day, I'm not too sure. He's on secondary road, actually. Is it major road across, or is it secondary across? Ah, secondary across, okay. Yeah, I was hoping that it was major across there. But, yeah, that's good for us. Do have the RTA marching to the north. I have second RTA that's marching north here. Yeah, well that's true. That's true there, Evoke, and that is a true point. So I'm going to have the second RTA here. Yeah, no, good point made. Good point made. I mean, this is it. I was hoping that we might have been able to get a jump the march on him, but we won't be able to. Oh, did I forget to tell them to march? Oh, wow. I forgot to tell them to march. Whoops. Okay. I was a little bit worried about actually having our forces remove the Thai marching orders, but that's fine. Yeah. There we go, we'll follow. I mean, this is it. Losing the 17th Division is not good. It's really not good. We could try to bomb them via air. Well, this is it, isn't it? There's not that much AV left in Burma. And there's 3 units here, 1 unit here, 3 units here. And I've got the 7th RTA that will assemble over here in time. Have them march north. Yeah, that's true. The good news is we have this base here. So we'll be driving deep. I mean, it's just so beautiful because it's all major road, which is so nice. Yeah, see a base over here, Lashio. Lashio? Yep, Lashio. Let's go ahead and take a look at the aircraft losses and ship losses today. Yeah, 14,192. That's a lot of points lost to army. That's a lot of points. I mean, this is over at 2-to-1 odds now. That's good for us. Very good for us. Huh. Interestingly enough, not as much as I was expecting in terms of destroyed, but having them actually disabled is worthwhile. We had a Jake lost to flak, which is intriguing. Ops losses here. A PBY 5A Catalina, 2 of those on ground. A Hudson obviously lost an air-to-air, but technically was lost on the ground. A Babs, a Topsy, and an S23 Empire, Blenheim. Yeah. I took last year with Paras. I mean, this is it. It's something I could consider, actually. I mean, it is at the end of the trail there. I've been contemplating what to do with the 2nd Raiding Regiment. I do have L3Y2 Tinas here. I consider potentially having them transferred to China to be transferred via, like, chain link deeper into China to be able to be of use here. But hard to say. Yeah, we're still looking 9 out of 10 units. Sorry, 9 out of 10 detection here. We've only seen 2 units here. We will arrive tomorrow. Why are they in combat mode? I mean, it doesn't particularly matter, but they don't need to be in combat mode. They're not strong. Oh, last year, right, yeah, sorry. I don't know why they were in combat mode. That's very odd. I don't think they got hit by bombers, did they? I don't think so. That's strange. We do have our forces on top of his Chinese units here. I mean, this is it. So he's had a hammer blow today. He's going to have another hammer blow tomorrow. And those units there have been through hell multiple times. So we will attack. And this is a thing here. We're going to arrive at Kunchang tomorrow. We won't be able to attack tomorrow, but we'll arrive there tomorrow. will then be able to attack the day after. His men are going to get hit by about 3.3k here. Those units have been beaten up many times now. I don't think he has much left. It'd be great to see some units destroyed, to be honest. Still seeing the 1 unit here. Still seeing the 28 here. I don't know what he's doing. It's hard to really fathom as to what he's doing here. He's going to have something up his sleeve because he's running a real big risk here. So we're seeing 3 units over here, which is intriguing. It's a good thing that I do have these units here. Alright, we'll have these guys go ahead and launch a deliberate attack. Yeah. Just need to push in there. Maybe... And that's very interesting, because he's got units that are moving this way. Maybe he was trying to hide them out this way. That's interesting. But I mean, these cities over here don't have a small amount of AV as a garrison. Oh, did they get hit? I didn't see, actually. I must have missed that one. So that's fine. That makes sense then. Yeah, no, that was nice there. National holiday. Port Blair is still garrisoned by paratroopers. No, that's the other game there. Port Blair has a Naval Guard garrison today. Excellent news. Yep, there we go. So we finally got a Naval Guard unit out here. So that's 44 AV there, the Naval Guard. It's not the entirety of the 81st Naval Guard, but then we also do have a little bit of AV from these 2 airfield battalions, which is nice. There we go. And it's interesting to see the 8K out here. Yeah, that's an interesting one regarding the CVs there. I don't know how much of that to make. It's an odd thing, you wouldn't just see 2 CVs like that. But it's interesting when he has these forces here. The cool thing is it's like we can actually see into the Bay of Bengal quite nicely. Possibly. I mean, that's it, possibly so. I mean, this is it. We don't particularly need to take the bait as such. We can't quite reach Ceylon from Port Blair. We could use, like, H8K... was it K1s? I can't remember what they're called. But the Emilys could reach Ceylon, but we don't have Emilys as of yet. Well, we do have... I think we had about 2 or so, but we don't have them en masse, essentially. Okay. See, yeah, I don't know. This is it. I don't know if you discussed it, but I bet we shipped the Kate sunk yesterday. Port Moresby had troops. Well, that's it. Well, that one didn't, actually. That was an AK. It didn't... It probably had troops on the day before, really. We're not seeing anything in this area right now. Tojo Productions... Let's have a look. Yeah, the Tojo arrives September time. We might be able to pull that forward, but it's unlikely by much. Oh, shit. Oh, hell yeah. We've got the A672 Roofy over here at 30. Excellent news. We can take a look at that. Oh, that's nice. That's really good there. Oh, awesome. Happy about that. Helen's not far off now. Come on, just do it. Just do it. Yep, looking good there. Very nice. It's been a big day. It's been a big day. Oh, wow, okay, never mind. That appears more damaging than I first thought. That's pretty nice. I'll explain that when we actually have R&D, like, underway. Well, in full swing, I'll explain more about it. It's one of those systems where you got to kind of see it. I can kind of show it. What it is roughly, the ideal amount of facilities to have is apparently about 30. That's what is the commonly accepted number. How it works is, like, for example, when you get a facility over here to be finally, well, when you have all your facilities repaired, what happens is you have them start to repair here. So you see how this one, well, I say repair, but they start to contribute towards R&D. So each turn is 1%. I believe, maybe more. I think it's 1%. Pretty sure it's 1%. When it ticks up to 100%, it brings the arrival date forward by a month. So you want to have more facilities, more factories, essentially. And then obviously they contribute a percentage point each. And then it brings it forward, which is nice. You are rewarded for going for, like, lots of it. Yeah, I do wonder what it's going to make of that. That was a really successful bombardment. Oh, thank you very much for that, Shiva. That's much appreciated, my man. I expected him to react. He doesn't look like he's reacted at all. I feel bad because I had asked him earlier when I might get the turn. Because I said I was going to say, like, oh, just so I know when to go to sleep. But in fairness, I don't think I've rushed him. I'd like to think I've not rushed him. I don't think I've rushed him. So he wouldn't send it if he wasn't ready. Can he bombard first thing next turn and pull back? Potentially so. Kidabatai is obviously spotted here. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yes, we still have main gun ammunition here. Well, sorry, secondary gun ammunition. A little bit of that's been used. I mean, the bombardment could have been more effective potentially because we did have a couple shells hit the AP. But in all honesty, hitting that AP was nice there. Kitakam is on the way north. That's not her. That's her. Yeah, she's moving out, or she's still reeling from the damage of those bombs. She's only got 12 flotation. She's not far from Japan. I mean, she's going mission speed. I could probably put her down to cruise speed, and I think I will put them down to cruise speed. Yes, the AP was worthwhile, I do agree. I do agree. That was nice. It makes you wonder what unit was aboard there. Ah, so he has 5 units here now. That's interesting. So he was moving a substantial unit in there. But I mean, he did it to us at Delagi, so it's about time he got it in reverse. But this is actually very good. This is a very nice, substantial game for us here. Secret reason. Oh dear. Yeah, interesting to see that he has the subs there, but these subs were north. The great news is, though, I do have the Hiei over here. Yeah, losing the 17th was big. So we do have the Congo class, the Hiei over here, who's fully repaired. Should be moving down to link up with Kidabatai then. So that'll bring Kidabatai up to 3 fast BBs. Haruna's in port, which is something I say all too often. Haruna's still in port over here then at Hiroshima. I do have a DD there. Looks like that finished repairing some time ago. Haruna is here, yes. So she's 24 days from being finished. I think once that major damage is done, we might be able to possibly get that time down, but I don't know. Perhaps not. But yeah. Very nice day. Very bloody nice day. So we do see 2 ships there. Okay. Yeah, apparently so. Now, I've not been able to get any detection out here. But I do have a landing force that's heading for Coco's Island and will arrive tomorrow, I believe. Ideally, it's good. We do have the Sasebo SLF. The 3rd SLF has arrived over here at Summerang, so they'll be able to attack tomorrow. Let's see. Only 9 miles, that's strange. Ah, that's why, because there's a trail, yeah. Yeah, that's a trail as old as time itself. Right, I do have 16th Regiment here. And they arrive at Tillinjab tomorrow. I might as well just go north there. Yeah, we'll have him go north. He's got a division facing him down there at Benklin. He could cause problems, don't get me wrong, but there's not much you can do against that sort of AV. The thing is, the AV recovers here as well all the time. I mean, we're at 337 AV now. You can see they're digging in forts. He didn't have that much AV a while ago. I don't imagine he's going to have more now because they lost more, so yeah, he's not in a great spot there. Attacked again over here, but no dice. A little bit annoying. I could probably do is just bring in a little bit more AV there just to give them that push. Wow, they were close there. Okay. I do have my sub over here that needs to refuel. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh dear. See, this is it. The incredible thing is, it's like, Infinite has a very busy career. I mean, it's not easy to be able to work on an R&D document while you're working as a professional go-go dancer. I don't know how he gets it in the cage, to be honest, but he gets a laptop in there. I assume it's a laptop. It's not easy. It's not easy. Obviously, you get the lights in your eyes. You got all these like dollar bill stuff down there. It's not an easy job. No, it's okay, Just I can sympathize with that position there. Pretty much over a lot poorer. Yeah, but you'd be a good dancer though. Gotta weigh up these costs and benefit, well, gains. Nah, it's cool to have you, Just. Hope you're doing well, man. Okay. So, this is when I muck it up, but at least the good thing is I've said a few times, so I can't muck it up. Right. So, remind me of the process again, Gary. Do we go to the A6M5A, is it? Or is it the A6M5, and then it goes to the A6M5A, which goes to the A6... Yeah, there we go. A6M2 and A6M5... A6M5, A6M5A. Okay, which A6M5 am I going to? A6M5 to begin with. Oh, I see. I understand now. Sorry, it's late. I'm stupid when it's late. Right, so A6M5. Right, so we keep that progress. Yep, there we go. A6M5 to A6M5B. Where's the B? There's the B. A6M5B. To the A6M5B. To the A6M5C. To the A6M8. There we go. Yay! I did it. Yeah, these are all different models of the Zero. But there we go. So you can see that we do have our first facility here in Mabashi, and this is how we'll do it with others. It'll pull it forward pretty considerably, really. These guys will be finishing soon enough, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Well, obviously that's A6M3A. 1, 2... Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. So that's 6% a day. 100% brings it forward a month. So, considerably. I think, or is it, yeah, late this year / early next year. So we'll have the A6M8 in late 42 / early 43. How strong is the M8 compared to now? I'll take a look. 45, I think. Is it 44 or 45? 44, I think. Something like that. Oh, 45, yeah, there you go. Right, so of course we have the A6M2 here. Yeah, it's going to be real big. So this is the A6M8. It has, let's see. So we have the A6M2 here, which is 331 miles an hour maximum speed. The A6M8 is 350 miles an hour maximum speed. A6M2, 207. 230, which is nice. That's actually really good for cruise. Well, it's good for actual other bombers and stuff. 33,400 altitude. 37,100 altitude. Climb is 2640, 2880. Maneuverability is 33 to 29. Durability is 22. This is destroying my eyes, to 29. The important thing is we have an armored Zero. So it's a Zero that has less maneuverability, but it has more durability and it's armored. It has less range, But that's still sufficient, and we'll still have his zeros around there, really. Oh no, this scenario, G5 and G8 and some scenarios. Okay, fair enough. It'll not compete with the P-38. The P-38 is a good aircraft. Well, it will compete. I suppose this is it now. It will compete. And it'll compete fairly well. It'll compete better than the A6M20. It's just one of these things of like... oh, Arm 1 is good or crap. Well, I'll put it this way. The Zero right now is unarmored. We don't get much in the way of armored. By the way, look at all these guys. These are armored. There's not that many of them. But the thing is that a lot of them arrive very, very late. Look at how many Japanese aircraft are unarmored. That's the problem. So yeah, it will be worthwhile. If you had them with the engine bonus and all 6 of them ready today, it would take 325 days. Yep. So yeah, there we go. Thank you very much, Vanavoken. That's much appreciated, man. Yeah. The thing is, it's like, how it works is... Let me go ahead and get it up here. I don't think I've seen armor too. Wow, the Tiger Cat's got a shitload of armor. Yeah, how it works is like you have armor here. But you see that we have the 20mm Hispano cannon that has a penetration of 3. So it can penetrate armor. But having armor is better than having no armor. Obviously that's a cannon, so it can penetrate that. Let me find something that's actually a fairer comparison. Of course it's fucking cannon. I shouldn't swear. I need to stop swearing. Right, the Hellcat. Okay, so the 50 cals have penetration of 2. So obviously they can penetrate that armor, but it just means that they can actually stand up to it better. Yeah, I think the Hurricane and IL-2 maybe have higher than 1. Yes, they do. P63A. Damn. That's a lot of armor. That is a lot of armor. No. 2 is the top. And we never get an armored 2. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Some note on the troops up over here. These ships, unfortunately, had too much supply, and I don't know why they'd loaded up. They must have loaded up at Singapore by mistake. But they had far too much here, so I need to actually unload them to pick the troops up, which is kind of awkward. It's not too bad, it's just kind of awkward. Right, I do have the remnants of the base forces and the aviation battalion heading into Singapore, which is good. We've had a good day. We've had a really good day. There we go, we have Bataan. Oh, wow. This is it. There's 23,000 units of fuel here, but I imagine that moved in today. 25 here. Yeah, it looks like it just moved in there today, which is nice, but we have that fuel, which might be extra. 1 armor is well worthwhile. Like, you saw how many aircraft have level 2 armor. There's not many that have 2 armor. It's just not necessary. I mean, this is it. It's good to have it, but there's not many that do have that. And 1 armor is good enough for the most part. Yeah, there you go. Better to have it than not have it. It's the way to go. Right, we do have our DMSs over here, and they will arrive at Bataan tomorrow, just like clockwork. Nice. And the LSD survived. Thank God for that. Because I would have been rather embarrassed, to say the least. And the good news is I'll soon be able to get that into Port Manila. I may potentially have the LSDs move the hell out. An LSD is really nice. Akitsunoru, there's not many LSDs for Japan, and we almost had one less. But they help to speed the unloading process of units. They're very good like that. Okay. We should a lifelong trip. No, our R&D wasn't as good in the THG game. But then this is it. I had help from a really lovely lass. She was really nice to actually go ahead and help me out there. And this is it. I'd have made worse choices, frankly, so this is it. Yeah. Infinite said the same thing. So, yeah. I'm going to have them use just to transfer units over here to, like, Hong Kong, well, China area. Then I'll have them just disbanded somewhere for a while. Well, for a long while. But, yeah. Okay. He did. Okay, looking pretty good, so I can have them rest. Oh, service rating 1? Is it S1? And I assume you mean it, service rating. Somebody can explain that one. I would explain it. But frankly, I'll be here all night. Oh, scenario 1 and 2, right, okay. Good night, Bear Doom. Have a good one, my man. Right, set all to this ops mode. Right, divide. Now we're in a great state. Really, really good state here. Alright, get you on that. Very nice. And the airfield is obviously messed up here, but that's fine. Port's got some damage, but that's not bad. There we go, looking good. Yeah, it sounds like you will bully them. Okay, so the only unit left on Luzon that isn't Japanese is these two units here. And a second. So I'm just responding to a message here. Yeah, I'll get a message from my little brother. Bless him. He can't get to sleep at the moment. He's going back to school for the first day tomorrow. Or for the first time in forever tomorrow. So he's like really like worried. Bless him. They've sent him like a map of like where to go, but they haven't actually explained it, which is typical. Bless him. Okay. Right, okay. Yes, we do need to demine Bataan, and we need to demine Manila, but that's not too bad. I did land my ABD out here, which is nice, so it's good to see that this is actually empty. How you doing there, Felix? Good to have you, my friend. Let's see. Ah, okay. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I can see 7 units over here at Cagayan. Nice. Okay. At least I know where their true concentration is. I'm really happy about that. Okay. That's excellent news. Moving there. I do wonder what his bag is with the ground forces. It's hard to work out because he's so active with his naval forces. It's hard to work out. He must have something else in mind. You know what I mean? He must have something else in mind. Yeah, they lost out to 7 miles there, but that's not too bad. They'll catch up when they catch up. So we do have 17th Division of the Mixed Brigade marching this way, alongside an armoured car company. I do have the 116th/B marching north. The armoured car making good progress too. Yeah, they're closing in on Ankang. That wasn't a cheap AP too. That was a nice big AP. Very nice. She's not slow. To a degree, but it's one of these of I do believe you should use the right tool for a job, which in my opinion is the air power. I can see that, I mean if that's his carriers, not too sure if it is, but if he brings them close, they will lose. He knows that. He's at range 13, so he's technically within range here already. Actually no, he's outside range by 1, which is interesting. What we'll have to do is set things up so we can have like mutually supporting airstrikes. That'd be quite good. We'll see. But in fairness, we can win Burma without having to resort to putting ships out here, really. What I might go ahead and do is actually have ships moved either down here. But in fairness, I should just go ahead and actually transfer the Zeros to Rangoon, really. Just make sure we protect the port, protect the actual ships in said port. But we have options, which is nice. I put the ships in port here to actually give them a chance to repair. I mean, obviously they do have bits of repair going on there, which is quite handy. Okay. So they're still unloading. Just suppliers amount of time, okay. So they can head over here to Pescadores. And disband it to Port Vert. Yeah, Japan gets radar, but they don't get it as much, and they do get it later. Like, we don't have any radar right now. Okay. So I do have 2 elements of the 104th here now. Cool. I'm going to have one of these elements of the 104th move north. The reason is just so I have more AV to the north there. Okay. Ah, there we go. So the paratroopers have arrived here today. That's excellent news. That's good. Oh, good. They haven't actually unloaded the troops as of yet. That's good to know. What I'm going to do then is actually have them unloaded into Canton rather than Hong Kong. There's a few hexes deep into the interior there, so it's worthwhile. But that's good to see them. Yeah, good to see them here. I told the bombers to stand down and start training today, actually. And they were doing a good job, but I mean, this is it. I don't have that much aviation support, and I don't also want to give them an opportunity to make use of, like, aircraft. Well, fighters or something like that. Possibly so. Let's see. Hong Kong detachment. We'll probably get something that arrives there. I did get the Hong Kong detachment. Maybe we'll get something later on, who knows. But that's got some aviation support, which is nice. Okay. So I attacked here and didn't get the odds I wanted. So yeah, I'm not going to attack there again. Okay. Amoy, yes. Oh, the special base force, right, I see. Yeah, that'd be nice down there, wouldn't it? I'd agree. Aviation support, naval support, yeah, that's quite nice. That's a good idea. Only issue is I can't have it moved via ship unless I bought it out as far as I'm aware, but I could have it moved down there, so we'll do that at a later point then. Oh, is it static? Oh, that sucks. Oh yeah, static. Oh well. Right, so I do have the 12th RGC here. That's good. So I'm glad that they're here because it actually gives the units in this hexagon to make sure they can't just be cut off. So it's got the 12 bombers here, 3 auxiliaries. Okay. So I do have the infantry regiment here now. And the 61st Brigade. Oh. They just say you're born for it. Up you'd get. And they just watch you go. Go, go. And go. Okay, the artillery here. That should have been heading north. Yeah, like them. Okay, so I must have missed one then. But I'm quite happy then, because we do have 2 army corps over here, which is quite useful now. That will help our AV. I do have the 24th Division, which will arrive here to the north shortly. I'd imagine he'll see the growing amount of force. So you can see we have 482 assault value already, which is nice. Obviously a lot of, well, a component of it is made up of Chinese collaborationist forces, but that's not too bad. Sure, sure. Okay. So, he is slowing our progress somewhat around the area, but it's not too bad. 6 armies arrived here, so 6 army will move here tomorrow, then I can have it catch up. Major road's so nice. I decided to keep the 37th Division in place here. 41st Division's marching to SunYan. They'll arrive at SunYan. I think they're on Secondary Road right now. Not today. Well, not tomorrow. But they'll arrive at SunYan on the 19th of February. Which is nice. Gives me a division that will have sent to the center. Still moving that unit. It's intriguing to see him moving units like this. It looks like he's trying to get down here onto the rail line. Which is not too surprising. We do have our units making good progress here. Yes. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, we got the Hong Kong detachment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to try to rebuild the 51st Division. I just need to get a few units in here to actually form the garrisons. Which is something I'm going to try to do, really. Having the 51st Division would be nice as a free entity. That would be quite nice. I do have a regiment which is marching here. The 66th Infantry Regiment, which is marching to Amoy. I just need to get... I've got 2 more Naval Guard units actually over here at Tokyo. Yeah, these guys are going to rail over to Nagasaki. Sasebo. Because I actually have capacity over there to transport them. So I can have those 2 Naval Guard units moved out there. I could then have 2 of them moved into Fuchao, which would give me the garrison there. I could then take one of these Naval Guard units over here from Amoy and have it as the garrison for, well, from Chao Chao, I think it is, Chao Chao, and have it as the garrison for Amoy. It's kind of annoying, but it's worthwhile doing, I mean. The good news is, when we do finish China, which is looking very likely, we could go ahead and have Chinese units moved in there to form the garrisons. Okay. You could take a Thai division divide. I don't know if we could transfer Thais. We'd have to pay for them, I think. Yeah, we'd have to pay for them to leave national boundaries, I think. Actually, no, we don't have to pay for that. It's only Chinese unit. Well, it's only units coming out of China. And, yeah, okay. We could do that, but we have Chinese forces that could do that. We'll get there in the end. The Naval Guard are useful for doing it. Okay, so I do have the brigade here. Okay. So they'll begin moving to Hankow, which will give us a 2nd Infantry Brigade. I do have the 15th Division, which will be in Hankow tomorrow. That's good. So that gives our 2nd Division. So we'll have 2 divisions, 2 brigades, a regiment. I do have a division. I thought I had a 3rd division, but I must be thinking of the 34th, actually. Is it the 34th? Oh no, it's the 35th. Okay, so the 35th is marched to SunYan. Once I get to SunYan, I can have them put on the rails and head down here to Hankow. It depends on how long it's going to take him to march, but given enough time, I can actually assemble a 3rd division in place. Unless I have divisions elsewhere on the rail lines. Which, in fairness, what I could do is potentially have the 22nd Division. I took it off the rail last term because I thought it wasn't needed really. But what I could potentially do then is source up 160 AV there, so like a brigade perhaps. And that might be worthwhile doing perhaps. Because that would give me a division that would be able to make it up there. Saying that, he does have a unit marching here, but the good news is I do have my brigade marching. I do have a 2nd brigade that's arrived, which is excellent. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, so you can see they will arrive here tomorrow, I believe. I think it's Major Road. Yes, they will arrive tomorrow. These guys, these guys probably will arrive tomorrow, but the good news is I should be able to drive them off the rail line. Okay. Yep, we're gonna have a big attack here tomorrow. 3,333 assault value. And the beautiful thing is like, what we'll do then is once we take this hex here, is I'll probably have a few divisions march on perhaps. And then we can have the vast majority move down this road. I don't know what he's doing because he's really in danger of losing China here. I think Burma's far too late, but I think he's very much in danger of losing China. And it won't die immediately, but it will have it'll essentially have a head decapitated here. I mean, northern China will be cut off tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but it will be cut off in 2 turns. Assuming we take the base there. That's no joke. Ah, there we go. Yes. So we are repairing the oil now at SunYan. So we do have 1 oil producing facility here. So much in time also we'll repair it. And we'll get that to 20 oil, which is nice. That oil can flow. It's handy. Sure is handy. I thought there was a little bit of oil in Manchukuo somewhere. Yeah, so it'd be equivalent to like 4 or so Japanese cities in terms of oil production, which is worthwhile. Yeah, it'd be great. I'm not too sure, frankly. I'm not too sure. I mean, the excellent thing is now, and this may be when I do take the decision here, because I do have this division I've been umming and ahhing about as to what to do with it for a while. I'm also transporting the Yokosuka 1st SLF over here so I can have it moved out elsewhere. I've been umming and ahhing about the 4th division for a while now. Oh, I see. They're not quite fully repaired. Well, not quite fully formed. But that's not bad. Only about 16 AV to recover there. Well, they're still missing some. But that's not bad. I could have that division rebuilt elsewhere in time. But I think what I'll do then is we could have 4th Division landed down here at Haiphong. Though in all honesty, it might be worthwhile to have it just transported to Saigon, where it can be loaded onto rail and then railed up north. The reason why I say that is if I landed it here via ship, it still has to march in here. The reason why I'm not strategic moving it is because there's no connection of rail here. If there was a connection of rail here between Saigon and Pen, however the hell you want to pronounce that, I'd have it transported via rail. Yeah, I know it's quick there, dude. It's just there's no connection of rail here, so I could have it transported here and it could march across. But then again, it's quicker to actually sail up here and then have it moved out via rail. So they've got a couple hundred miles of rail there versus like 2-3 days at sea. Okay. Yep, Imperial Guard and 5th Division looking great now. 5th Division there with 90 experience, 96 morale. I think their morale increased. Losing that division's big. He can't afford to lose things like that. I mean, in the long run, sure, he can. But it's going to cost him. I don't know why he's behaving like this on the ground front, but he's going to have to take it seriously soon. I don't think he's daft, but I mean, this is it. It's not hard to defend Burma as such. Even if you don't know what you're doing as such, it's like, you know that you should move your units. These are like conscious decisions. I don't believe we use oil to transfer via train anyway. Oh, you mean fuel. I get what you mean. Well, look at it this way. It's like we'd have to go from Singapore all the way up over here. It looks like it wouldn't take that long, but it would take a fair while. It's not worth like going via rail. You can do it, sure, but it's actually just quicker to go via sea and then just unload at Saigon and then just rail over this way. And I could have them transferred there, but then the only reason why I don't just transfer them out here via ship is because then I'd have to unload and then they'd have to walk into the interior or get on the rails over here and then go here. And it might be that I do have them dropped off here and have them move like that. I could also have them moved in strategic mode so they could actually get straight onto the rail. I'll make a decision on that one. Probably could just move them in strategic mode in fairness. I'm not expecting combat when they arrive, so I could get them moved in there. Yeah, I need it to be that quick. The quicker the better, my dude. You gotta look at it this way, like, yeah, it's using fuel, but we're not going half-assed. Not that one. Or did I disband it? Hey, aloha. Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, if you take a look over here at Singapore, we do have these APs here. These guys are super quick. But yeah, they can carry the division, and they do it pretty efficiently. I mean, that's what they're built to do. Carry large amounts of people, and do it efficiently, and do it quickly. So, we've got them there. They'll be able to transfer... Yeah, they'll be able to transfer the division there. Let's see. If I go transport... It's not that much a risk there, just... I know what you're thinking, but... We have risks taken all the time. We'd make sure they had an escort, of course, but there's risk taken all the time. It's worthwhile to get them moving quickly. A division. 4th division. Yeah, so with the fall of Bataan today, then I'm going to give them a little bit of time to obviously recover. I mean, we do have a few options, really. I suppose the big consideration is, what do I intend to do with Mindanao? Also, I'm going to invade it. So I've got 65th Brigade over here at Manila. Okay. We have 21st Division over here, which is recovering. So it's at 228 AV, so it's recovering already, which is good. It's going to take a while, but it's getting there. It does help a lot that there's plenty of supply here. Sorry, plenty of support. Yeah, there's 1,202 support available, 985 is required in total. Plenty of support there. This is it. So there's 3 divisions here. As a minimum is 1 and 1. So that's a minimum of 2 divisions being moved to southern China. I could potentially go for a 3rd division. It would just delay Mindanao to a degree. I mean, this is it. I could maybe take Mindanao with 1 division. See, that's the thing there. Hello, Hushnakbar. His forces in Luzon are gone now. Yeah, there's only 2 units over here left in Northern Luzon, well, in Luzon in general. Those are 2 Filipino divisions, which they're alright, don't get me wrong, but all the American units in Northern Philippines are gone now. Bataan fell this turn. Manila's been gone a few days, Clark fell a few days before, so yeah. He had 28,000 men surrender here, I think it was, and then he had 8,000 odd men surrender here. So they're gone. Okay. Yeah, Philippines is malaria zone, yes. There we go. Ah, 15th Tank Regiment. Cool. So obviously that can be rebuilt over time. Those are useful. Yeah, so we'll get plenty more Naval Guard. Yeah, those in Mindanao, I think is probably a mix of Americans and Filipino. I'm not too sure about Mindanao, but I'd imagine so. What will we do with the Philippine force after the Philippine campaign? Likely China. I don't know. This is it really. I think we need to focus down China as quickly as possible. What I'd like to do is... and what I've got in mind is I'd like to get some divisions deployed down here. So at least 2 divisions are in the works. Maybe 3. 2 divisions would be sufficient. 3 would be nice. More would be great, of course. The idea would be to land them, or get them down to this area down here. Excuse me. Have them obviously link up with the 4th Independent Mixed Regiment here. But of course then march onwards. I mean, that's 120 AV, which is nice. That's useful. Yeah. Then what we'd do is march on here on the major road. Take Nanning, march across, take Luchao, and then I'd probably march to the north. Well, I'd probably have a division march north, probably have a division march here, 2 divisions would probably be the minimum required to break through anything here. But yeah, the idea would be to march into these areas, into this part of China. Ideally, and this is it. Ideally, it is a part of China that doesn't have that many men, because obviously he's deployed his men to central China. One would imagine he would have deployed his forces to northern China. It's hard to say, really. He's behaved in a way that I never expected from him. He must feel that he can still achieve a victory, or that victory is achievable nonetheless, because he's putting himself out here. I mean, he can still win the war in the long run, but the thing is, it's like he's pushing it close. Well, I mean, it's only 2-to-1 victory odds now, so it's not like that bad. It's just he's got to be careful. If we secure China, that's good for us. That's very good for us. And I think then if we were to launch an invasion of the Soviet Union and that goes successfully, that would be major. That would be scary. It'd be scary to see it actually work, but it could, potentially. Okay. No, we're looking pretty good today. Looking very good. I need to decide what I'm going to do with these divisions out here, Pigoo. The reason with the Soviet Union is because they will inevitably declare war in 1945. Inevitably. So, they're strong now, and they're going to be stronger in the future. But it's easier to take them on earlier. The earlier the better. There's kind of a point at which you're like, well, you've got to deal with China completely firsthand. But I mean, there's resources, there's industry to be taken, there's obviously oil. I mean, there's like 81 oil there, which is like really nice. Refineries here. Obviously refineries are like okay. Vladivostok. Well, Vladivostok would be a Herculean effort to take, but it could be taken. Plenty of resources there. It's essentially about removing a threat, because they will be coming one day. Yeah, look at that, resources there. Heavy industry, which is nice. Heavy industry is good. Light industry, resources. More light and heavy industry. Yeah. Yeah, look at all that light industry there. You know, obviously we can't go off map. No. There's like Soviet Union here, but this is it's kind of crazy. Before need to neutralize, yeah, exactly. Okay. So we did have a successful bombardment to Port Moresby today. That was good. How are we doing here? Oh, I did start to build up the actual port at Rabal. Because it's actually within the abilities. I mean, this is it. You can over-expand it, but it takes significantly longer and more. But when it's actually within limits, so you can see that we could build this up to level 4, no problem. I thought, you know, I might as well go ahead and do it. They made 17% today. And we're going to take construction units and have them head elsewhere, but I thought, you know, I might as well build it up. It doesn't cost us that much to do it, and it's worthwhile doing, I guess. It just makes this a larger, more protected port. More ships could survive in there, potentially. Okay. Nobody capitulates, essentially. Nobody capitulates until you make them capitulate. There's no way to piece anybody out. The game just doesn't have that modeled. It's essentially you fight to the death. You fight till there's nobody left to fight. I mean, this is how you take out the Dutch forces, is essentially just wipe them out. Which we're getting there. And I had hoped to actually finish the Philippines before... I don't know, actually, no, I think we are on schedule. Yeah, we're on schedule. I think I said we'd finish it before February. I was hoping to do it before the end of January. But I guess that was a little bit too ambitious. But it's essentially done before the end of Feb. All I need to do is just clean them up at Cena. And then it's done there, really. I think if you remove where they arrive at, then they won't arrive. But there's a lot of questions there, really. Obviously, I don't know if it's been attempted, but we'll find out, I'd imagine. Yeah. Okay, I'm feeling quite tired. It's getting quite late. Nearly 1:45 in the morning now. I hope you guys do appreciate these. I really do enjoy this. But if you guys do enjoy this content, then perhaps consider subscribing here on Twitch. It'd be much appreciated. How you doing there, Arkai? This game's been out years, actually. I'm using a mod, actually, which is why the map looks so much better. But yeah, the game's been out for a good few years. This is Gary Grisby's One Pacific Admirals Edition. Definitely worth checking out. Thanks there, Cobra Man. Much appreciated. We're doing well. We're doing well so far. Could we do better? Hell yeah. Gary Grisby, yes, indeed. You can find Warren Pacific on the Matrix store. It is quite expensive like the other ones, but it will go on sale very soon, I'd imagine. I think their sale starts like... Does it start October or November? I think it starts like November or December, but it runs on for like 2 or so months or something. But yeah, it'll be on sale soon enough. You'll be able to get it pretty damn cheap. It's well worthwhile doing. No, we're looking good here. Yeah. It'll go on sale though. But it's well worth it, really. It's well worth it. We're not far from the centre now. I will feel better when we're on that road. It's secondary road. If it was major, it'd be great, but it's not. Every hex we take on this road is so worth it. It's unreal. If we get to the point where we're outside Qiankou, it's essentially over for China. It's gonna be fun. Like, if he lets us into China, I'm gonna take China. So that's like clear terrain in there. I mean, obviously the cities like Urban Light. I mean, the city there, Qiankou, is rough terrain. There's a city there that's clear terrain. And this is what I want. I want to have a southern push over here with a couple divisions. Just a couple divisions would make all the difference in the world, really. That's wooded, which is ×2. That's clear, which is, well, obviously clear, so there's no benefit. And then we'd march north, I think. Or we could even march this way. Best case now would be to march this way and try and, like, prevent his Changsha forces from backing off, but who knows. Yeah, I've looked at it. They get quite a lot of stuff. They will get some reinforcements this year, but we'll see. I'd like to think so, but I suppose the thing is the AI isn't really like an AI as such. It's more like, as far as I understand it, it's like a script, I guess. But the game's best played when playing against a human opponent, because obviously then you have something that is actually a thinking, feeling, breathing, living opponent. There we go. So that is my characteristically long, never shut the hell up outro. I'd like to say a big thank you for watching there, ladies and gentlemen. It's Deadman controlled, yes indeed. Until next time, Iceycrome. Have a beautiful evening. Have a beautiful day. I shall see you tomorrow. Or later. Likely later. Goodbye. Good night. God bless.